I've been able to use different apps and softwares over the few years, and what I found out is these apps have similarities. For example, in KineMaster, we use the scissors to cut clip. Same thing with Corel Video Studio uses the scissors, and in Premiere Pro they use a razor. So if you apply Initiative, you know that they are actually cutting tools. Editing softwares can be intimidating when you launch them for the first time. But in this video, I'm going to give you 5 possible solutions to help you get over it. Be it your first time editing or you've been finding the software difficult. Hi, Tiflis Farmer here, and welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm going to give you 5 editing tips to learn editing softwares faster. Starting from tip number 1. This one might sound off, but if you are editing with a PC or a computer and then you are finding it difficult, then download a mobile phone app that will help you get over it. Starting with a mobile phone editor can really help you get over it faster, since mobile phones are easier. Mobile phone editing apps are very simple and compact compared to PC software. Personally, this is how I started. I started editing with mobile phone, and one of the most interesting part of this is the ability to carry your phone with you everywhere you go, giving you amplitude amount of time to actually practice, edit project. Till today, I still use the mobile phone to edit some project like WhatsApp status, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and also some projects that I sometimes feel like I don't have to fire up the computer. And sometimes these mobile phones are even faster than the PC. With improvement in mobile phone filmmaking, mobile phone is becoming a very important tool for creators to create amazing content for different purposes, for clients, for YouTube and others. With more and more accessories available for videography and photography, you can actually create amazing content using your mobile phone. People today shoot and edit their YouTube channels using their smartphones. And for a mobile phone editing app, I highly recommend KineMaster. It's possibly the fastest and is the best mobile phone editor I've ever used in my entire life. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Like, it saved my ass. Tip number 2. For me, this is the most boring aspect of software learning process, but if you build patience around it, it can be very rewarding. This is when you have to look for the software's guide, and the options are from either the software's website or YouTube, Skillshare, and other learning platforms that can help you get over the software really faster. Or a more efficient way is when you actually sit down with a pro or somebody who have been using the software for a long period of time to actually show you around the software. That will be very helpful and save you a plenty amount of time. There you get to ask as insane questions as you like. For me, I've been able to use different apps and softwares over the few years, and what I found out is these apps have similarities. For example, in KineMaster, we use the scissors to cut clip. Same thing with Corel Video Studio uses the scissors, and in Premiere Pro they use a razor. So if you apply Initiative, you know that they are actually cutting tools. They both have a playback panel, a timeline, and preview windows. So all these things are similarly related. No matter how complicated or simple this editing software is, they always share these similarities, and if you can relate them, it actually becomes easier. And for the fourth one is trial and error. Usually when you are starting out in a software, you want to just do some trials and error. That is how I learned Premiere Pro, trial and error, and initiatives with a bunch of other things. I just entered Premiere Pro and I just started tweaking around it. I just imported some clips and I was just trying to see what I can do in Premiere Pro. And with time, I was becoming more flexible. And today, Premiere Pro is my main editor, even though there are other more complicated editing softwares out there. And once I get my hands on them, I'm sure I will get over them. Very sure. So an important tool to help you in this method is the do and the undo button. So you want to make sure that you know the do and the undo button in this method, so that anytime you make any guess, if it goes wrong, you undo. If you get right. And the lesson I've learned so far is those things I've learned through trial and error. There are those things that sticks better than those things that I learned from a tutorial or maybe somebody showed me. Sometimes I have to look for the reference over and over again, especially those features that I don't use often. But once I got them through trial and error, it kind of sticks forever. Practice makes perfect. But this one, it applies to all process of learning. practice again, practice some more until you feel confident about it. For this one, I don't need to say a lot. So that's it for this video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. If you find value in this video, please give me a thumbs up. Drop down a comment on what you want to watch next. I'll be happy to make a video on that. And until next time, keep learning. Thank you so much for watching.